Hello, hello. Hello, you guys. Welcome to Alchemy. So the thing that I'm going to first acknowledge, acknowledge my Maya principles, always, forevermore, for the balance and the chaoticness. So, with the Maya principle, it's about balance and order. Okay. So, as you know, I'm in a group, okay? A leadership group is what I'm in. And so, we've been talking about cultural, and economics, okay? Um, for our people. And they shared some valid points that I want to share here on my channel that we was talking about. And some powerful valid points, strong valid points. It had to do with culture, economics, leadership, politics. I strongly don't really fall for I'm not fall for it, but I'm not really into politics like that because of the dead weight inside the bones of politics. It leaves you feeling mushy, nightmarish, guilty. Well, not guilty, because you think those people, they might be guilty, but they don't care. So, many of us engage without realizing the long-term consequences. Okay? What I mean by that, I know you guys want alchemy. What are you saying? Okay, that we engage without realizing the long-term sacrificing. What I'm saying that, and what struck a bone to me in that aspect, is the undervaluing or the undervalued. Okay, for instance, like I am sharing my my thoughts here on this platform, okay? And most would see as maybe you can feel undervalued, but I don't feel undervalued because the fact is that I lift up my voice and keep my chin head up to the sky, raised up. Most, I don't think, it's not really about most, but the fact is that no one's perfect. I understand this, but there's times that those fall on that as, well, I'm not perfect. And they make it as like an excuse. No one is telling you or saying to be perfect. This is all about cultural and economics. Okay? How most self-sabotage, okay, themselves. How you are self-sabotaging yourself about the undervaluing or being undervalued. Okay? So, and why I'm referring to this is because most they would spend $100, okay, on something that is like a foreign brand. You know what a foreign brand means? Something like a brand, okay? What are you proving when you buy something like a foreign brand, okay, and without blinking, they won't blink, just to spin, okay, not blinking, okay, not blinking, as you will proudly go to somewhere like a Nordstrom's or a Macy's, something with a brand name, okay, and then they will haggle someone like a local tailor, over $5. Okay, did that even make sense? So this comes back to undervaluing and feeling undervalued. What I'm saying is, what I'm making my point here is that, I guess most want to feel known. Okay, so I feel I'm going to go get this Gucci purse or this Louis Vuitton, or, because I'm trying to showcase something, but I look at it as the lack thereof. What is the purpose of something being highly valued? I think, okay, this is some good quality. No, that's not good quality, because they went up and said, okay, you're going to get this Louis Vuitton purse or this Louis Vuitton for maybe, I can sell it for $2,500 or however amount. That's making a fool out of you, because it's just going to go and depreciate as soon as you buy that. Okay? So, and then it's another quality, a brand that someone then put their name on it, like a Louis Vuitton or maybe some Nikes. They didn't put their name on it, and they feel, so many people, worship these brands. So we don't care. We can just go up. We can, whatever. We can charge you whatever we want to, because you guys worshiping our brand. So that goes with the thought conscious, the thoughts of those that has made that brand called Nike or the Louis Vuitton. You worship it. So anything you worship, okay. So it's like they're pimping you. That's another name for it. It's another term. Pimps and the prostitutes. Okay, another term for it. So, how we celebrate the win instead of their grind? Why do we celebrate those that the win, but you don't want to celebrate the grind? What it took to get there. But after the win, then that's when they're being celebrated. This is a backwards society. Backwards. Whew. So we treat our own like they need to prove themselves before deserving basic respect, while handing our trust and investment to the outsiders by default. Our own people, you got to prove yourself. But those that are on the outside, you hand them trust or hand them over your investment before your own. Backwards. Understanding and realizing that our ancestors, they were builders, they were not beggars. Okay? They did not go around begging. They built. That's the reason why I listen to certain groups, and I'm not in all groups, but it's a particular group where I can grow and learn and understand, because not everybody is not for people. Okay? They're only out for their own self gratification. Or, when you see a lot of these dancing, oh yeah, girl, Look at me, look at me. Oh, you know, oh yeah, girl. That's a lack of poverty mindset. You think I want to look at that? No, that's what's all going on in the algorithms within Instagram or the algorithms within TikTok. Nothing but oh yeah, What are you building? What are you building? Where's your mindset? Can you show me something like I got this little nice little, this little cloth, this shirt. Can you show me something? Can you build a shirt with this nice design on it? I will purchase it from you. That's where where I want to see the thoughts flow. I want to see the algorithms from Instagram, the algorithms from TikTok, or the algorithms from Facebook. Show me a designer clothing that you can design. Or show me where you can go out there and you can agriculture. Show me something where you can have some plants and how you take care of a plant. Or show me, well, no, not the food, because, sometimes I see a lot of food, but the fact is that if you don't look within the food and your ingredients, and sometimes you have to really look at those ingredients, because all those ingredients that you be buying and y'all be thinking y'all cooking it up, and oh, I got this chicken, this is how you make this chicken, no, I don't eat pork, okay? But the fact is that, I know I'm not down to those that do eat pork, but it's not for me, okay? But the fact is that you have to really, really watch what's inside those ingredients to your food. A lot of times, just drink water. Our body is made up of water anyway. And that's the best ingredients for our body is water. So, when you understand that our ancestors, they were builders. They were not beggars, okay? They did not go around begging. No plantation owner. They did not go around begging in the plantation. They did not do that. They built. Okay? So, colonialism, which most majority is the mindset of colonialism. Okay? Majority. There's a fraction that do not have the colonial mindset. I see them. They are, most would say they preaching, but they're not actually preaching, but they're sharing and telling you what's up. But a lot of you guys are so busy, and so busy trying to, in the colonial mindset, mental, your mindset is so colonialized, it gives you that lack of, if you understand, colonialism, they didn't just steal the resource, okay? They also distorted the sense of worth, your sense of worth, okay? Yeah, I was in that fragment of before, yes. But now that I'm, learning from the group that I'm in, the group that I'm in, we are coming a long way. It's a great group. Message me if you want to be into the group, that I will share with you, give you, where to go. And so, but you have to have a tribe of people, okay? You have to. In these days and times, we're in some critical times. Critical times. Okay? And so when they distorted the sense of worth, okay, now most of you guys, you guys are replicating that distortion every time that we treat our own, okay, Black American talent like a favor. Okay? Instead of a premium. Like the, but it's not the fact that, we already know our worth. We already know we're premium. But the fact is how you guys treat it. Like, it's just a favor. That right there is lack of the mentality, the mental. There's a lot of, sometimes you have to really be careful of who you listen to. Because it has to be that gift and that God-given gift. Everyone knows right from wrong, false from fiction, truth from lies. So we must guard our hearts from all those deceits and those lies that's entered within. And to fix isn't just like guilt, it's the action. The action that comes behind it. Okay? So, and what I mean by the action is like, for instance, like pay the invoice not when I blow, but today. Okay? That was brought up in our discussion. Pay the invoice, but not when I blow, but today. Okay? Meaning that what we're saying when you paying the invoice, okay? Like for instance, say if I was in a movie and I was they call celebrities or that they call them influencers and different things like that. So by me, I'm in a movie, so you know me, okay, like an actress, okay. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but what I'm saying is that you have to blow up, okay, to become that force, that influencer, because that's the way media puts it. Then most say the small one, that gets overlooked, that's the one that could be really, that's the one that could be really sharing the insightful nuggets, that they try to block out. But the fact is, it's not that the media, whoever's trying to block it out, it's that, let me tell you how the divine force works, the creation, the creator. I'm uplifted, I'm magnifying. Oh, I'm magnifying. Because if you understand that creative force is energy, frequency, vibration. It's energy, frequency, vibration. And that energy will connect. It connect, and it connect, and it connect, and it connect, and it connect. That's energy. The frequency is your frequency. How high is your frequency within your vibration? Okay? So, when you when you're seeing something that says share the post, not when they're viral like most, but when they're at least at 200 followers or however followers they have, something, if it resonates with you, or it can, not even if it resonates, if you feel that it can be useful or beneficial to someone. It might not be beneficial to you, but it might, you don't never know who that, a message might be for. It might be for someone else that's having a hard time looking for stuff. You know? So most of you guys feel, well, if I don't get nothing out of it, or if I'm not profiting off of it, why should I do it? Why should I, why? I mean, it's you so scared of, more people gaining, than, or like, like you losing out on something, or that's when it comes back to the colonialism ways, So, but regardless, my ancestors do not have to beg, and I do not have to beg either. Okay? If you understand and you know that you are a builder and you build, okay? And that's what it's about. It's about building. Make a clothing line. It's not about going on using the algorithms of TikTok or Instagram and that you see a lot of people dancing and stuff. I mean, that's good. That's a great thing, dancing. But sometimes you might want to, some of the guys put that all out, and y'all don't understand. We're in critical times. Do you understand what critical means? We're in some critical times. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't see the necessity of critical. I think you guys need to go and research critical. And then go find you guys some people that are putting out that light, sharing the knowledge, trying to, give you guys the key knowledge of what's up, what's going on, where is our future headed, where is this world going? And once you see that, and it's not to try to put fear in you. No, that's not the whole game. You know who's putting fear in you is the media, okay? The propaganda, the news, those politicians. Those people put fear. But the ones that are the messengers and the light workers, we're just giving you guys a heads up warning sign here. Okay? Letting you guys understand. Be prepared. Prepare yourselves. So, book the service, not because it's cheap, but because it's excellent, okay? So, regardless the price to pay, if it's excellent, you want to book it. Not because I'm trying to figure out especially for our people, it has to be cheap. Now, sometimes, our people can be kind of, a little, it just, if it's worth the price, but I feel that knowledge is free. Okay. Maybe if it's a book that they're sharing and it's educational, then I can see getting that book. Or a clothing line. Okay. I can see buying into that clothing line. Okay. Or training, but not where you feel that it's going to take your livelihood like colonialism will, It has to really be felt into your soul that is authentic, is real, How is they going to benefit the community as a whole? So I mean, it's all a new thing. I mean, I'm just now learning about tithes. Tithes is a colonial. They colonized tithes. That's not the way Jesus or, that's not the way that it is in the Bible. with the tides. Okay, that's more, they put that as a they colonized that. You know, there are certain programs that understand tidings. You know, I feel that, you know, just like with church, it's not that most people look at it as, why is a certain person or a certain family, you know, even though everything is materialistic, but the fact is, I see where some is saying that they're in these Cadillacs, or, you know, the high class, you know, cars, but their members is struggling. You know, that's sad. You know, now you want to see why so some of these churches is dropping off with their peoples. Okay? Then you got some that has passed away. Okay? So the fact is that, you know, like down the street from me, you know, there's a church, you know, that are outside, and they're sharing the gospel with the people, you know. And you know, there's some good things that goes with that, you know, because at least they're edifying, uplifting the people, regardless of this faith and this religion. Just like what they was, you know, someone has brought up the word religion. Why is religion sold as a package with peace? But is the people practicing peace? No, they're not. They bypass it, you know. They bypass it, and let me see here. Yeah, they bypass it to edify them, you know. So religion is supposed to be peace, but a lot of people don't put it to use as peace, you know. So I just wanted to share, you know, share that with you guys, you know, what we was talking about. And this is a great group of people, and I'm glad I'm glad I found my tribe. Because I don't follow a lot of people. You know, you have to guard your mind, you know, in these critical times. You really do. And this is the reason why I share, you know. I'm going to see if I can do some lives while I'm in the class and see how people feel about it. So I just wanted to let you guys understand and know that if we don't honor our own, we're just outsourcing our dignity. And the world, it will always underbid us. So I just wanted to share that moment with most of you guys. And, you know, I mean, we're just going into a whole new world here, you know, with different things that's taken about. A lot of times I was asked about the cryptocurrencies, the Bitcoins. Why are these, you know, the politicians, why are they buying so much Bitcoins? But that goes on another podcast, because I will explain that. You know, I know it's a little foreign to most of you guys, and it could be foreign to me. So I will break that down with the Bitcoin and the blockchain and the cryptocurrency, the investment tools and the resource, because I want to make sure when I break it down here on this channel, I want it to be edifying towards the divine source. I want it to be edifying with the Maya principles. And I want it to edify, you know, Mother Earth. It's not about edifying me, myself, you know, because I'm just a messenger. That's all it is. It's just a messenger. And it's not really about profit with me here on this channel, okay? It's not, because if you understand the energy, just the energy, okay? Energy and the frequency and the vibration. Just study that. Energy, frequency, and vibration. And what is vibration? What is the frequency of things? And the energy, okay? So, you know, the energy is that, I'm going to use one example. I had a friend, she orders, right, through Instacart, okay? And someone gave her the wrong order, correct? So, as a good compliance person, and I would do the same if I got the wrong order, someone else's order, because you have to understand those shoppers out there. I would put the order at my door, okay? That's an ethical thing to do, because sometimes those shoppers get overloaded. And so I would put the items back at the door, because they could backtrack and say, wait a minute, I got to make this right. You know, they get overwhelmed. So that's what my friend did. She put the orders at her door, and she messaged her shopper that those were not her items. But everybody don't do that. Okay? There may be a fraction. Okay? There is one dishonest or 2 or 3 dishonest people that will keep that order. Do you know that? They will keep that order. And I feel that is unethical. But let me tell you, it goes back to my last videos when I say, do unto others as you want done unto you. Because by you doing that, it's going to come back and fight you and bite you in your rear ass. Okay? Karma is nothing to be played with. So, for my friend, you know, she's very ethical. And so, you know, and even like with my son, you know, if something, he's have ordered before too, a couple of times. And if it's ordering right, or if that ain't his order, he's going to put it back outside, okay? And say, that's not my order. This is not what I ordered. And that's the ethical thing to do, because you want to make your shopper, you don't want them to work hard, okay? You want to, because sometimes they can say, oh, wait a minute, I put that at the wrong door, so let me get this back. And they can go back, retrieve those items that the customer got, you know, and make it right with the right items, you know. But it's sad that you have people that, you know, they just fault the system. Unethical people. You got those out there too. So, but the thing about it is, what I'm trying to say is, you know, like the politicians buying up all these coins, you know, and right now it's foreign to me. So, but I will have to break that down on another video, because it's a lot foreign, and I know it's going to be a lot foreign to most people. And so, you don't want to really, you want someone to share it where you can understand it. You know, there's times people would try to profit off of you, you know, when they have to share something. But why are you going to profit off of people? You know, when you have to profit off of people, that's let me know that your lack of, your resource, your lack of, you're in that lack mindset. You're in that colonialism mindset, you know, because Mother Earth is very abundant. She provides resources for all of us, you know, to grow our own food. I mean, you know, to make our own clothing, you know, even our minds, you know. So the fact is that if we will understand the process of it all the processes, make sure you look at your ingredients to what you buying in those stores. What are they putting in the foods? You know, because all that plays a matter. Okay? But the best thing you can do is drink much water. Water is the best resource to put in our bodies. So I wanted to share that with my subscribers and those that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And this channel, you will be getting value, because it's all about the worth, knowing yourself, understanding who you are, knowing that I am what I am. And the way that this earth is an energy. We're all energy, frequency and vibration. That's what it is about. So until then, you guys take care, and peace to each and every one of you guys. And I hope you got value out of this video. And don't forget to share it. You know, someone else, you know, might be looking for something that's valuable with them. You know, we don't want to have that decolonization mindset. You know, we want to bypass that. Until then, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.